Hello and welcome back to the Cartoonist channel. Now I'm here to apologise, not for me, but for YouTube, because the idiots on YouTube have been messing me around. Now, let me explain. I have recently, in fact recently as in Saturday/Sunday, uploaded a video called What If I Drew Calvin and Hobbes. Hopefully many of you have seen it. I suspect, and in fact I know for a fact, a few of you have seen it twice. Now, why is that, I hear you ask? Well, it's simple. It's because of the idiots at YouTube. Now, I go through the process. Let me go through my process. Once I've drawn, produced, filmed the video, I then edit it and I upload it to YouTube. Pretty standard procedure. Nothing surprising there. But I have to do it because like the corporate faceless giant that YouTube is, my internet is provided by another faceless corporate giant who promised me, they said, oh, when you have our new internet, you'll be able to go to Outer Mongolia and you'll still get a signal and you can take 5 million computers and 100,000 people. When in reality, if I go from the front room to the kitchen, I lose signal and I'm not allowed to use more than one device at a time, otherwise it goes into meltdown. So what I have to do is I have to do the uploading of the video during the day when there's no one else around, so I don't interfere with anyone else's use of the internet or their phones or what have you. So I did that. That house was my own and I started uploading. It dutifully told me that it was going to take 2 hours, which is fair enough because it was about an hour long and I get that. 2 hours go by. And you know what it's like when it gets right to the very edge. It says, we're almost there, but it could go wrong, it could go wrong. We know what's going to happen, it's going to destroy something. Boom, we're over the line. I thank God for that. We made it. We made another YouTube video. And then it says, your video is uploaded. We are now processing it into HD and SD and I don't know, all sorts of things. So you wait. And I watched it and then it disappeared. Like a bad magician's act. I thought, where was that gone? So I flicked around, I looked around, I couldn't find it anywhere. I spent a good half an hour looking for this video, couldn't find it. So I tried again. I thought, well, that's crazy. It's just disappeared. So frustrated, but determined, excuse me, I did it again. I uploaded it. 2 hours. Fine, okay, fine. I went off. See, I can't watch Netflix, I can't go onto the computer, I can't do anything. So I picked up a book, which I love doing. And I read, and I do what I always do when I'm relaxed and not working. I fell asleep. I woke up a while later, and it was up in the 80s. So I went to make myself some lunch, cup of tea, sat down, and then it said, your video was uploaded. It's now, and I didn't even get as far as reading whether it had gone to the SD or the HD section before gone again. Just disappeared. I thought, what the bloody hell's going on? This went on throughout the day until eventually it got so late that I didn't want to sit up. I mean, my blood pressure was through the roof. I didn't want to sit up any longer. This video should have been uploaded hours ago. You should have been enjoying it. And it just wasn't there. So I put it on upload and went to bed. Woke up the next morning and YouTube had been at it. Well, they'd had all night to work on this one. Oh, the little geniuses as they are. I got my phone. There were 2 videos, 2 identical videos. The one at the bottom, or the lower of the 2, should we say, because I've got all my videos up there, all the ones that I've recently done, and write a big long list down below. And the top 2, right, the one below, the second one down, shall we say, had got views, had got likes, and had got a couple of comments. The one above it had absolutely nothing and said, this video is ready to view. So I thought, oh, right, okay, somewhere along the line, YouTube have had a little bit of guilt. They realised, oh, it's Christmas, let's stop messing with his mind for at least one day. And I thought, well, I don't need to, do I? I don't need to, do I? No, I don't. I definitely don't. I did, because I went to those 3 little dots on the side of the one that said, you are now ready to view. Not the one that had the views, Not the one that had all the numbers and the comments. The one above that had nothing. I pressed the 3 little dots, up came the various options. One was delete, so I clicked delete and it took both of them out. Both videos. I stood there. There was a pause and then a clank as my jaw hit the ground. They did it again. I mean, they just literally wiped it all out. So I stood there tearing my hair out, getting really frustrated. As you can imagine, this is now Sunday. We're now looking forward to going to 24 hours late. And I don't want to do that. YouTube tell us, they tell us. They tell us in their little lies. They say, make sure that if you do upload, you upload regularly and the same day, roughly the same time. Because that's when your listeners, your viewers, come to expect to have it. But then they go and some little idiot in Silicon Valley or wherever YouTube is headquartered had obviously sat there and thought, right, if they've got an option of 2 and they delete 1, I'm going to make sure that both go. He must have, or she must have written that code. They must have written that code and physically put that code in for it to happen. And then they must have gone off to the soft play area that they all seem to enjoy and have been swinging around trying not to get their man bun caught in a ladder rung or something like that, whilst playing on the adult version of Jungle Gym. And they must have been sitting there sort of chuckling to themselves thinking, I wonder how many frustrated little souls I've caused today. Absolute numpty. Anyway, cutting a long story short, I obviously did manage to upload it. And the reason for this video is obviously a little bit of a rant, I know, but I think I'm justified after nearly 24 hours of frustration at the behest, or on behalf, or whatever the word is, of YouTube. No one else, not me, I didn't ask for it. Them idiots, they're the ones that caused it. And isn't it amazing? You can say absolutely, yeah, on another point, you can say absolutely, truly horrific and mind-numbingly awful things about people and to people, and it'll take them like an eternity to remove that. But you try and delete one video that's not needed, of your own, that's it. They go bonkers. Let's delete everything. Let's delete the internet. Give them a chance, they probably would. Anyway, it's by way of an apology that for those people who had taken the time to like and comment, I'm really sorry. The other YouTube video is up and it's still up. I check every 5 minutes to make sure they haven't got rid of that, just for a bit of fun. But it is still there, and you can go along and enjoy it. There should be a link for it below. Also, I mentioned in the video, this is not a spoiler alert, don't worry, it's not a spoiler alert. I also mentioned that I'm doing a Christmas banner cartoon for a customer of mine, and he wants it on his Facebook page and all the business Facebook pages and Twitter or X or whatever it's called, all on there. And he asked me to do this image for him. It's a very Christmassy one. I asked him for his permission to make a YouTube video out of it, and he said yes. So that will go live on Christmas Eve. Hopefully, fingers crossed. So long as YouTube don't all of a sudden decide they don't like Christmas anymore and ban everything to do with Christmas. But that should be there Christmas Eve. So just a short video, just to let you know what had happened and whose fault it was, not mine. Sorry if you can hear traffic. It's very excitable out there. It's Christmas and people are going everywhere. Even the farmers are coming down in their tractors just to try and get a few more presents for the sheep, I guess. So with that in mind, I'll say Merry Christmas to you now. I'll say it again on the video on Christmas Eve, but just in case it doesn't go up, have a great Christmas. And I'll see you all the new year where crazy things are going to happen again. I'm sure of it. I've no idea what they are, but then again, we all know I never know. So until then, have a nice few days, and I'll see you on Christmas Eve. It's so exciting. I'm so excited. See you then. Bye for now.